Hey guys, it's time to do an ultimate gaming test comparison between the three of the best. We have the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus up against the iPhone XS Max up against the newly released OnePlus 7 Pro. All these phones are the best from their respective companies with the best display, but there are obvious differences when it comes to the design of the display. The OnePlus 7 Pro is completely bezel-less, as well as it has a 90Hz refresh rate compared to 60 on the iPhone and the S10 Plus. Alright, so here are the internal specifications for each smartphone. You can see really powerful. We have the Exynos 9820 chip. Inside the S10 Plus, the Snapdragon 855 along with 8 gigs of RAM on the OnePlus 7 Pro, and the Apple A12 chip with 4 GB of RAM on the iPhone XS Max. So first up, we're gonna kick things off with the classic GTA San Andreas on all the bad boys. So this is obviously something that I've tested out so much back in the days, and I'm bringing it back on the latest flagships from today's era. Let's start the game. Here we go. Loading times were definitely quicker on the S10 Plus and the iPhone, obviously, but we are more into the performance. This game reminds me of that meme, ah shit, here we go again. So it really is like that, ah shit, here we go again with GTA San Andreas. Alright, so kicking things off with the iPhone XS Max, sadly we cannot change the graphical settings that are here on this phone, so this is all we get, whereas on Android version you can set the graphics from high to low. We're going to test the full limits on those, but here it is what developers have set it already. It does look pretty sharp though. I mean, it's probably running at high or something. So you can see if I move around the camera, looks pretty smooth. And let's run around. You can see it's loading up all the data without any lag. Pardon my driving skills, not that much of a professional, at least on a smartphone. Constant frame rate. No frames drops or anything. Okay, next I'm trying it out on the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, the Exynos model. So let me just bring the volume up and zoom in a bit so you can see a bit more clarity. Okay, so the S10 Plus, obviously this is Exynos model again, Melee GPU. They tend to run this game really good. Back in the days, I remember it worked better on Melee GPUs compared to the Qualcomm one, so it's looking nice on the S10 Plus, definitely. We have a larger display to play with compared to the iPhone XS Max. As far as the performance is concerned, it's looking really good, no glitches whatsoever. This is the latest version of the application, by the way. So very similar performance as the iPhone XS Max. Now here are the settings for the S10 Plus. I've set the resolution all the way to the max. We have the visual effects on max as well. This is a 1440p display, so it's definitely running things at a really high level. Shadows, I'm gonna change it to advanced, and color reflections to max as well. Let's see the potential of the S10 Plus. Alright, so after putting those things on the max, I can definitely see the car is looking a little bit more shiny, you can say, but so far no lag whatsoever. Looks really good, and if you have S10 Plus, I definitely recommend this game, guys. Looking really nice. Alright, next we have OnePlus 7 Pro running GTA San Andreas. Here are the settings that I have. Max, everything is maxed out. Just going back, and let's see how this will be running the show. Okay, wow, damn guys, that is super smooth. Let's grab this bike. Guys, OnePlus 7 Pro is running it like a champ, and again, the display is at 90 Hz, but if the application is not, it's not gonna upscale things, so remember that. But still, it's looking really good, really smooth. I would say a little bit better than the S10 Plus and the iPhone XS Max, because obviously there is no notch, there is no hole, it's just a complete bezel-less screen, so very seamless experience, I would say. Perfect performance, guys, perfect. Guys, I definitely liked it the best on the OnePlus 7 Pro, but let's move on towards the next game, which is going to be Asphalt 9. This game actually runs at 60 Hz on the iPhone XS Max, or 60 frames per second, so things will be really powerful there. So far on Android, it's only locked to 30 FPS. Let's see if there's any improvement. Alright, again, kicking things off with the iPhone XS Max, and this thing is running at 60 frames per second as we speak. Wow, guys, this is PlayStation quality graphics. Not only it is super optimized specifically for Apple A12 chip, the 60 frames per second is also pretty constant as well. You can see the effects on the display. Damn, guys, this is really, I'm really getting the PlayStation feels on the iPhone XS Max with the Asphalt 9. Obviously, you cannot see 60 frames per second through the camera, but it really does make things a lot 3D, you can say. And damn, I wish this optimization will come to Android as well. I mean, we do have really capable phones now, so incredible performance of Asphalt 9 for the iPhone XS Max. All right, next on the list is the Galaxy S10 Plus. So here we go. Things are definitely looking smooth, but it is 30 frames per second, so definitely not as good as the iPhone XS Max. I would pick the iPhone over the S10 Plus for Asphalt 9 any day. I mean, 60 frames per second, it is looking incredible over there. But still, I mean, it's enjoyable. Gotta say, on the S10 Plus, you have a larger display. It's still very much enjoyable. And you might prefer the whole design over the standard iPhone XS Max notch. So that's that as well. Pretty nice performance. Alright, trying it out on the OnePlus 7 Pro. This is obviously, again, uninterrupted experience thanks to being completely bezel-less. So, alright, I can already see 30 frames per second. Locked FPS, looking similar to the S10 Plus, maybe slightly smoother. Yeah, definitely a bit higher frame rate compared to S10 Plus, but still no 60 FPS like the iPhone, so I still would prefer the iPhone for its 3D console quality performance. For Asphalt 9, of course. iPhone definitely wins the Asphalt 9 round. Moving on to the next game, which is Riptide GP. This is another one of my favorite games to play on smartphones, and it does allow you to set settings across iOS and Android, so we'll be testing it out on completely high settings. So again, kicking things off with the iPhone, setting the graphics to Ultra and 60 Hz, of course, resolution all the way to the max. Things are looking really smooth so far. 60 frames per second. Wow, that is stunning performance, guys. I love these water splash effects. Alright, testing it out on the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. I basically went to the settings and checked the full screen, so now it's taking full space. Okay, so this is definitely looking not as smooth as the iPhone. It's definitely losing frame rate. I'd say it is probably around 30 something when everything is happening, but then it goes to really smooth, as you can see. So definitely not as consistent and smooth as the iPhone. If you want to play this game at the best frame rate, then I would recommend playing it on high settings. This is smooth as well, but it will drop frame rate when there's a lot of things happening on the scene. Alright, so next we're trying it out on the OnePlus 7 Pro, and again, settings all the way to the max ultra with the highest resolution. Alright, let's see. Okay. Wow. That is running at 60 frames per second, despite not having the official option. And it's also not losing any frame rate as I'm turning around, so it definitely beats the Galaxy S10 Plus. It is really true that the Snapdragon is better than Exynos when it comes to gaming. As you can see the proof, the Adreno GPUs are just stronger than the Melee ones inside of Exynos models. So the performance will definitely be better on the Snapdragon Galaxy S10 Plus, but for the Exynos users, this phone will not be able to keep 60 frames per second in Riptide GP at max settings, whereas OnePlus 7 Pro is doing an amazing job. 1440p, 60 frames per second, max resolution, everything is maxed out. Definitely beats out the iPhone for me because it has this large uninterrupted display. So that was the Riptide GP, and I would say I think the OnePlus 7 Pro and the iPhone kinda dies around. I mean, iPhone has a really consistent 60 frames per second, whereas OnePlus has a larger uninterrupted display as well as 60 frames per second performance. If I have to choose, I think I will definitely choose the OnePlus 7 Pro for Riptide GP. Now moving on to the next game, which is the Bully game from Rockstar. This is also one of my all-time favorite games, and it just got optimized for the display of the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 11 family. So I mean the iPhone XS family. So you can see it is looking pretty good. Looks pretty smooth. Okay, next I'm trying it out on the Galaxy S10 Plus, and definitely similar frame rate as the iPhone XS Max, just a bigger display and no notch, obviously. Kind of prefer hole over the notch. So alright, let's just run around. Really good performance on the S10 Plus. Again, one of the games that I definitely recommend you to play on this beautiful display. Really nice overall performance. Alright, next taking a look at the OnePlus 7 Pro. Okay, really stable look. Oh! Felt a lag there. Oh, another lag. But okay, now it's working fine. Definitely need some optimization for the Qualcomm chip, but nothing too major. Overall, it is very stable looking. Go to the indoor and see the performance there. Okay, so definitely when you're indoors, there's less going on and feels better than outdoor performance. Oh, so a few lags here and there, still it's overall a good performance. So yeah guys, that was the complete gaming test. I have to say, if I have to pick one phone out of these phones when it comes to just gaming, I would definitely go with the OnePlus 7 Pro because of its amazing bezel-less display. It's looking incredible, and it provides a lot more seamless, uninterrupted experience compared to the S10 Plus or the iPhone XS Max. The iPhone XS Max is still pretty good thanks to its optimization, 60 frames per second with Asphalt 9. If you guys are interested in that game, that definitely runs the best on this one. S10 Plus, obviously, it had to face some frame drops when it comes to Riptide GP. Obviously, I would recommend it to play on high instead of ultra graphics. If you do have the Qualcomm 855 version of the S10 Plus, it's going to be equivalent to the OnePlus 7 Pro as far as the beast gaming performance. So yeah, that's all we have for this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.